Electricity grid suffers collapse. Blackout worsen. The national grid has suffered another system of collapse, worsening the blackout being experienced in parts of the country. The collapse, which occurred about 11 a.m. on Wednesday, was confirmed by two of the country's electricity distribution companies in separate messages to their customers. We regret to inform you that the power outage currently being experienced across our franchise, Kaduna, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara State, is as a result of the collapse of the national grid, Kaduna Electricity said on Twitter. Eco Electricity Distribution Company (PLC), in a text message to its customers, said, "Dear customer, there is a partial system collapse on the national grid. Our TCN partners are working to restore supply immediately. Please bear with us." The grid, which is being managed by government-owned Transmission Company of Nigeria, has continued to suffer system collapse over the years amid a lack of spinning reserve that is meant to forestall such occurrences. Spinning reserves is the generation capacity that is online but unloaded, and that can respond within 10 minutes to compensate for generation or transmission outages. This is Nigeria for you. No maintenance, no, bringing new things to place. The only system that Nigerians know, which they have been playing from the beginning, that is what is still playing. No new discovery, no new study. You see, how can we be talking about electricity grid being collapsed at this time? This is a 21st century generation. I think Nigeria should have gone far from this kind of system before now, because Nigeria, as we say, is the giant of Africa and a developed country for that matter. You see, what makes a country to be called giant or developed is when the infrastructure put in place is being maintained and new invention is taking place every time, so that the old system will begin to diminish. That is what we call developed country. So at this time, if Nigeria is still talking about electricity grid collapse, which results in power outage, it then means the Nigerian government or the private company are still following the primitive system of electricity, which is not good enough. So at this time, they should try and and invent new thing into electricity, so that it won't happen that it will continue to supply current for the customers. Imagine in a situation where customers continue to pay electricity bill and they have not benefit from where they pay, there is a problem. The reason why customers or some persons have attacked electricity companies, workers over the time, is because light has not been supplied in many towns and villages, but at the end of the month you see their customer coming to collect money for the electricity they have not supplied. So this has caused a lot of problems over the year. At this point, we are encouraging the government to try and put every necessary material in place, so that no village, no town, no city in Nigeria will suffer total outage anymore anymore. Again, we want to say here that Nigeria should try to invent new things. We should try to go forward. We should not stay in one place. I know that government has invested, has invested finance, to finance the electricity, but some persons will gang up and eat the money. At the end of the day, what the government has put money in place will not be done, and the government should begin to apprehend those who are playing this corruption, and begin to imprison them. That is what a developed country should be. So at this point, let government be on top of the matter and begin to play its game very well, because it is an insult at this time to talk about grid collapse.